Hi, I'm Ferre. I'm here with Swenson, and this is the Property Deal of the Week video, where we cover different property deals we've come across that we think are interesting and worth sharing, or deals that we've done ourselves here, recently. Which that's what we're doing this week. We're looking at deals that we did here in 2024, and so let's review the first one of these. Now, what's also worth pointing out too is that these are sales that we participated with in person, and so we attended the sale and viewed these properties in person as well. So we were able to get photos of the properties. So of course, when you're attending an auction, you don't know exactly which properties you're going to win and which properties you're not going to win. And so it's just a matter of trying to get good images of the properties, of all the properties that you're interested in, so that you can get a good accurate indication of what the current condition is like on the property. One thing you never want to do is just bid on it based on online information.
Yeah, Shade's absolutely right. Now, with this particular property, it was built in 1945. It was a brick two-story. Was actually quite a bit bigger home, about just over 3,000 square feet, and was 4-bedroom, 2 baths. So, like Shade said, on a property like this, any type of structured property, we're going to do that on-site evaluation. But as far as this property, it is a little bit bigger. Was built there in the 40s, so it is a little bit older. But we can see overall, it's got a good look to it. It's got good bones to it, essentially.
Yeah. Now, here are some of the images here, from it, and there's a few things that we can tell about the property. So one of the things we look at is the amount of overgrowth, and we can also tell when we dive into some of the historical records on the property about how long maybe it's been that the property, if it is vacant, how long it's been vacant. Which the overgrowth is always a bit of an indication for that. And so in this property, I think we've got at least a year or so of it probably not being lived in here at the time, but not that much. You can tell that it was cared for really well for a long time until it suddenly stopped.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Overall, as I mentioned, all brick home, and really looks pretty good. It'll be a good property to rehab. Here we can kind of see any type of photo where we're looking for things like the roof, we're looking at the foundation, we're looking at the siding, we're looking at the windows. All of that's going to play a part in deciding how much we're willing to bid on it, how much we're willing to pay for it, and how much work's going to need to be done. We always say that when it comes to tax deed properties, we really are judging the book by the cover. We're looking at that outside condition and trying to make a determination of what the interior will look like.
Yeah, yeah. Which in this case, the final winning bid on the property was 20,000, and we estimate the value of the property, to be about 140,000, and that's with about 30,000 in repairs. And so it's another thing that we're very you have to be cautious with your bidding on properties like this, because you never know, where it may need more work than maybe what you estimate. Maybe instead of it needing, $30,000 worth of work, maybe it needs more than that. Maybe it needs 50,000 or $60,000 worth of work. Because you don't necessarily know certain things because it's tax sale property. It's a good idea to go into it a little bit more carefully than, let's say, a really strong bid, like for instance, bidding 50% or more on this property, bidding 60%. I mean, we've seen people pay upwards of market value at tax sales before, which is crazy. Your bids you need your bids to be controlled because of the unexpected, and you need to give room for the unexpected when you're placing bids, because you just don't know what that percentage is going to be when it comes to the repairs until you can actually get in there and get hard information.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and with 90,000 potential profit in it, even if it did cost us $50,000 in estimated repairs, we're still going to be making 70 grand on it. And so overall, it's going to be a great deal, especially picking up at the right price. Shade's absolutely right by that. We probably wouldn't have paid more than about 30 grand for it because it is going to need some work for it. But at the price we picked it up for about 14 cents on the dollar. We've got plenty of potential profit margins in there, and it's also being that bigger two-story home. can actually probably be worth more than 140,000. That's kind of a low value when we're actually looking at what this particular town and city is doing as far as their market going up in value. And so, there could be even more than that, even if we do have those additional costs.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I mean, rent estimates too can vary and be, pretty dramatically affected by things like, like some additional size and bedrooms and bathrooms. So, all those things can be fantastic if you're looking on the revenue side of it, in your ability to make money on the property. And so, yeah, these are cool examples though, and examples, that were picked up here this year. Um, through different tax sales. And so if you like this information, you like these videos, be sure to subscribe and join us at taxsalesupport.com if you haven't yet.
Absolutely. You can join our membership program for $49 a month, month to month, or $29 if you do a year. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out everything we have available on the website.